360 Solutions is a social venture that was started back in 2016 unofficially, but officially in 2019. I was still in a job at that point. The main question that I was trying to find more information about was what actually goes to the dump yard. And when we have so many scrap shops and informal waste sector, what is going to the landfill was something that I could not find any data about, because even high value waste like paper, plastic, newspapers and things like that get recycled, but no one has any data. So in that pursuit of dry waste, only post-consumer waste is what I was interested in, and also only household waste. So I started looking at things like cigarette waste. That was one of the top things that came to mind, because I could see that there was conversations about not littering with other categories of waste, but till today with cigarettes there's no one stopping you saying, hey, don't litter on the ground. It becomes the norm. It's like, this is how we are going to do it. No smoker gets shamed either that you're just dropping it on the ground. And that's when I realized it actually has plastic in it. So it was a natural progression for waste itself to work on highly littered, highly toxic kind of dry waste that we see around us and we don't really focus on. Even though Chennai public smoking is banned, technically no one is supposed to be smoking outside. You know the reality, the enforcement of things like this is going to be really hard. Things like single cigarettes shouldn't be, smoke would have an impact on environment, because then you don't smoke right there, you have to buy the pack and then you'll be discarding it probably at your homes or offices, which would be more streamlined and not directly on the road. But since none of this enforcement happens, the negative impact it has on the environment, water and soil especially, is so huge. There are more than 5,000 carcinogenic materials and heavy chemicals that are there in cigarettes, and I could see that it would immediately get into the water and soil and the air as well, only because it can stay in the environment for like 10 years and it's holding on to this material and it's going to disintegrate into very, very small pieces. And just because of the quantity, how much we are smoking and how much is discarded in such an informal or haphazard way, we don't realize the end damage that we are causing. So once we thought about cigarette butts, it was about how to get it so segregated to us. Now, like I mentioned, there is no stigma to dropping it on the floor, but you immediately stamp it, the roads can be slushy, the minute it gets wet, it starts leaching this toxin material out. So that means we had to get it before it reaches the ground. It doesn't mean that we can go and pick it up. Neither is it good for any sort of labor to have to do that. And the only solution we could find at that point was to make receptacles, and since public smoking is not allowed, we can't put the receptacles in these places. So the only other places that allow smoking are any place that can seat more than 25 people. So cafes, restaurants, hotels, resto bars, nightclubs, offices can designate a small smoking area. So we thought, okay, let's go to these places and see whether they can start collecting for us, because as much as we ask individuals to come drop off, since we started in Chennai, there's a lot of stigma, like how will I collect when I hide from my family and smoke, or I have to go for a walk, or I only smoke at office. So there are all these things. Have tried to work with material that we know we'll get in scrap, so that at least 95% of the unit can be made from waste material, and all of these designs are also more or less open source. So if people reach out to us who are from organizations that would like to collect or are looking to at least collect, we don't want to be the one selling it to them. They can make the unit, they can install it themselves, and we can go and collect the cigarettes. So it's the end goal we don't want to lose from. We're not a design or product agency. efficiency. It can be done in the most simplest way. We have some cafes who just have upcycled a few tins, who collected in these PP curd packaging sort of boxes which are 1 liter. We've had people come and drop it off in those ways in your takeaway packaging. So it's just about wanting to do it. The receptacle is just a vehicle along the way.